Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Yesterday we were with Sri Muni, who was given 1000 plus 3000 Divya Prabhandams and Bhavishyat Acharya foretelling that is going to be a future leader who is going to put the Sampradaya at the top of the world. And that was given by Sri Ramanuja to Sri Muni. After completing all the necessary formalities and rituals of worshipping all the Lord over there, Sri Muni returned back to his town, Viranarayanapuram. On reaching Viranarayanapuram, he presented what all he had obtained from Nam Alvar by his grace. Viranarayanapuram Perumal was highly pleased with the dedication, devotion shown by Sri Muni to recover what had been said to be hidden or lost. Sri Viranarayana Perumal said that it is now the duty of Sri Muni to see that this is not only preserved but also perpetuated down the generations. Sri Muni, after obtaining the fiat, executive fiat of the Perumal, immediately found steps to precipitate and perpetuate whatever has been gained by him by his yoga. I am going to diverse here. Sri Muni gave Bhavishyat Acharya as well as the fiat to a person very close to him and said that it was his duty to see that this reaches his grandson, who is later to be called Swami Alavandhar. The person who had received it from Sri Muni guarded it very carefully and gave it to Swami Alavandhar on a later date. Sri Muni had made this rendering of 4,000 verses in a musical format come form of enactment. Pannisai நாடகம் மூலமாக Sri Muni did a great job of finding the holy scriptures, and please recall it was the prompt he received from people from Melenadu who had gone over to Viranarayanapuram and rendered the songs of Arava Mudhe, and ending with a clue that this is a kind of 1,000. What I would like to say here is we owe a lot to Sri Ramanuja, but for him, this grand holy scripture, which transcended the God forms in the heaven down to earth, for us to really enjoy and celebrate. The Bhakti Marga, these holy scriptures, shown that it is easy for us to reach the Lord and is no more abstract forms or in abstract in forms as found in Vedas and Sastras. This link helped Sri Ramanuja later to establish a close rapport between people and the God. We'll come to that. We'll see the details. Now for the present, just remember, we owe a lot to Sri Nathamuni, and Sri Nathamuni had handed over the Bhavishyat Acharya to his confidant so that it is passed on to his grandson, who is Yamunacharya, later to be called Swami Alavandhar. So let us go back to the story of Sri Ramanuja. Sri Ramanuja was with Guru Yadav Prakasa, and one day they were visiting Kanchipuram temple, and without any notice or without any fanfare, Swami Alavandhar, who was residing in Srirangam, went over to Kanchipuram and saw from a distance the great glow, tall sandalwood-colored structure, namely Sri Ramanuja. I should not use the word structure, but then to show how tall he was, how well built he was, how colorful he was, how radiant his face was, I use that word. Sorry for using that word, but then to convey the real effect, I use that word. Now, this gentleman, Swami Alavandhar, had no difficulty in identifying him. However, these people just are very humble. He asked Tirukkachi Nambi, who was his disciple, present there along with him, as to who Sri Ramanuja was. He was sure, Swami Alavandhar was sure, 100% sure, more than that, but yet his humility was to be reflected, and this is the way in which they reflect the humanity, as if they do not do anything, and it is for you or I to say, yes, this is so. Remember, Swami Alavandhar had Bhavishyat Acharya Vigraha with him, and he was aware that this was the time the future leader was to be born, and he had gone over there and he saw the striking resemblance between the two, between the Vigraha and the tall gentleman in front of him. Yet he asked Tirukkachi Nambi as if he doesn't have any information as of on Ramanuja, as of date on Sri Ramanuja. Well, as that may be, Swami Alavandhar, having seen Sri Ramanuja from a distance, did not say the purpose of his visit. All that he did was he went to Lord Varadaraja and prayed before him to send Sri Ramanuja for service to Lord Ranganatha at appropriate time. Now this information was not given to anybody. Nobody knew about it. All the Tirukachini knew that Alavandar had gone over to worship Lord Vardaraja. Neither Ramanuja knew nor Yadav Prakasha knew or anyone knew as to the real purpose of the visit of Swami Alavandar. He had gone over to bless Sri Ramanuja with the word after identification, Am Mudhalvan Ivan. Yes, this is the person who is going to be our future leader or Bhavishyat as foretold by the Marwar through the Vigraha Bhavishyat Acharya. All that Swami Alavandar did was to pray to Sri Lord Vardaraja to send Sri Ramanuja at appropriate time to Srirangam so as to serve the Lord there. He returned quietly to Srirangam and nobody knew of his visit. With that, we shall continue tomorrow. For the day, let us say Ramanuja, 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 Ramanuja. Jai Jai Ramanuja, Jai Jai Ramanuja, Jai Jai Ramanuja. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha.